Ladies, today I want to share 5 things with you that are not just tips, they are science backed strategies to help you feel stronger, recover faster, and see fitness results that last. So let's dive in. I'm Robin. Welcome to my channel. I have a background in personal training, nutritional therapist, and here I help women over 40 create strong, healthy lives through practical fitness, real nutrition, and real life choices that work for them. I've seen a lot of women over 40 thinking that their bodies just don't respond like they used to, when really they just need approaches that work at this stage in life, not outdated methods we were taught years ago. So if I were starting my fitness journey over right now at 40, here's the first thing I would do. I would fuel my body for performance. So when we wake up in the morning, our bodies are waking up in a fasted state. Your energy is low and your muscles need the right nutrition to perform. So if I wanted to set myself up for a day of success, I'd put a precedence on protein and carbohydrates from the start. So if you work out early, here's what you can do. For a cardio session, focus on 30 grams of carbohydrates, and that's enough to fuel your workout. For a strength session, add about 10 to 15 grams of protein. But this is enough fuel for your body to know that it has available nutrition and is ready and capable of executing a workout. I'd also be sure to eat breakfast once I finish with that workout within 30 to 40 minutes and focus on 35 to 40 grams of protein in that meal. So really refueling and focusing on eating consistently throughout the day. The second thing I focus on if I were starting my fitness journey over at 40 is prioritizing sleep. Now, ladies, when we're in our 20s and maybe even early 30s, we could stay up late, wake up early, and we really wouldn't be fazed the next day, right? But life is a little different now. I'm sure most of us are moms. We have busy schedules, and a lack of sleep can really have a ripple effect in your life and dictate how your day plays out. So when we're working out, our muscles are not only undergoing stress, little microscopic tears are being created. And so as we're sleeping, that's when the restoration takes place. Those muscles are healing and mending and growing bigger and stronger. So again, sleep is when the muscles repair, we undergo a hormone reset, and the body regenerates. And also when we're sleeping, we really want to set our parasympathetic nervous system up for that sleep state that we need. And in order to do that, stopping food intake between 2 and 3 hours before bed gives our bodies plenty of time to start digesting and really hit that rest and digest state that we need for a good night's sleep. And again, this is where focusing on eating consistently throughout the day, front loading all those nutrients earlier on. So by the time you get to the evening and your last meal, you're consuming a little less because you've already met your goals for caloric intake, protein, carbs, healthy fats, so you can give your body that rest that it really needs for the night. Because sleep is one of the most powerful supports for performance available, it's really important that we strategize for quality sleep. So proper light exposure in the daytime and the evening really plays a major role on how we sleep as well. So aim for 15 to 30 minutes of daylight in the morning. That means going outside, looking up indirectly at the sun, letting that light filter through your eyes. And if you can get back out again sometime later on in the afternoon to get some more sunlight on your skin. And then about a couple of hours before bed, start dimming the lights around your house and really kind of setting the tone for relaxation and that beautiful segue from a day's worth of activity and busyness to winding down and getting ready for bed. Another thing I've kind of gravitated towards sometimes in the evenings to help me wind down right before bed is doing some light mobility work. And that's just getting on the floor, doing some light stretching, really just kind of releasing some tension from the day or just helping my muscles to relax. And I'm ready for bed as soon as I'm finished. And one last thing I would do to help aid in sleep and recovery is to include more walking. Yes, cardio is important in our fitness journey and it does work synergistically with our strength training, but incorporating more walking, more gentle movements, less hit, less intensity gives our body the opportunity to restore. And walking helps lower stress, keep our metabolism regulated, lower blood sugar, and it doesn't spike hunger like high intensity exercising can. So if you truly want to see results in your fitness journey, prioritize sleep and recovery. The next thing I will focus on is working with my physiology. Our hormone cycles can affect energy, recovery, and strength. So training in sync with our natural rhythm helps us get better results without burning out. During our follicular phase, we have higher energy, which means we can lift heavier and have a little bit higher of intensity. Our luteal phase is where we should focus on recovery and lower volume workouts. So tracking our cycles and then planning our workouts accordingly will help us maximize our performance. And the fourth thing I would prioritize in my do-over fitness journey is strength training and following a strategic program. So you may see a lot of different workouts and people telling you to aim for 10 to 12 reps of an exercise, but that's really more so for endurance. If you really want to hone in on strength, you should be cranking out about 6 to 8 reps. And that means you are actually using a weight heavy enough to challenge your muscles to where you are close to reaching fatigue or failure, as in form failure. So sure, in our 20s, we can do those 10 to 12 reps for all the exercises in all the sets. But once we reach our 30s, hormonal changes make 6 to 8 reps far more effective. So when we're staying in that 6 to 8 rep range, we're aiming for progression on a weekly basis, whether that's in sets, reps, or weights. The focus is on consistent strength from a week to week basis and also being attuned with your mind muscle connection and really feeling those muscles that are actually executing the move, really making sure you are feeling those muscles working, focusing on your form and executing each movement with as much range of motion as possible. And the last thing I would do is keep a track of the things that actually matter along this fitness journey. So tracking your strength gains, how much stronger are you feeling on a week-to-week basis? On a daily basis? What is your body composition like? What kind of energy levels are you having? And it's okay to take your measurements and keep track by using photos as well. And sometimes the scale can be discouraging because you can weigh the exact same from month to month, but your body composition could be completely different. So tracking helps you see how you're fueling, what your recovery is like, and the results that you're producing. And it also keeps you motivated and shows you the real impact of all your efforts. So those are the 5 things I would do differently if I were starting my fitness journey over at 40. I would fuel properly, prioritize sleep and recovery, work with my physiology, focus on strength training, and track what actually matters. So if any of this was helpful for you today, drop a comment below and let me know which tip you're going to start with first. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.